Good morning, world. Little Shane here. Well, it is now day 11 of my vacation, and it is a gloomy day out there. We're going to go back to the lake today, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So perhaps I'll take them to the clay cafe so they can finish up their little thingies, the things they painted. Um, I meant to talk today. Boom. I'm keeping that in there. I said yesterday I would talk about Aikido and is it a legitimate martial arts and the pros and cons of it. And I am going to do that. But I am going to apologize upfront for mispronouncing any names because I know I'm going to do it and I'm going to do the best I can, so bear with me. I am just not good at pronouncing Japanese names and I suck at it. No, I'm sorry. I really am. But I'm going to do my best. I'll be looking at the screen to read the name because I got it spelled phonetically. So I'm going to do the best I can. But yes, Aikido was founded in the late 1920s, early 1930s. And it was founded by a guy named Morihi Yoshiba. Morihi Yoshiba. And I really hope I got that relatively right because I suck. But anyway, so Morihi Yoshiba is the founder and creator of Aikido. Now, he originally didn't call it Aikido. He originally called it Akibudo. Akibudo is what he originally called it. Now, he based this martial art on several other martial arts that he had studied over the years. And I could try to pronounce those names, but I'm not going to because I think I've embarrassed myself enough by trying to pronounce Master Yoshiba's name. But in the 1920s, early 1930s is when he put it all together. And it was designed as a circular martial art. You know, that's why they're always moving in a pattern. And to use momentum of their opponent against them. Is it legit? Oh yes, very legit. Is it helpful in modern day combat sports? Even in modern day combat? I don't think so. Because people who fight now know not to go straight at their opponent in a big rush, which a lot of the moves in Aikido is based on countering. I trained with someone in Aikido for a while. This person and I would, have sparring matches, work out together. And when this person would try to do any type of throw with me, I ended up just stepping to one side or another and not being thrown. I didn't even do it on purpose half the time. It was just instinct. She pulled me one way, I stepped, and then pulled me another way, and I stepped, and the throws didn't work. Now, you could be saying, but Shane, it's not fair, maybe because of your size. Well, I wasn't 320 pounds back then. I was maybe 200 at the most. And one of the founding points of Aikido is that size doesn't matter, that you're using the momentum of the person, to throw them with. So, no, our sparring sessions, they didn't do well. The other thing about Aikido is people are mesmerized by the training sessions they have, where it will show, one person in Aikido going up against like 6 people and just hurling them all over the place. Well, this is where people start calling it fake, okay? And why they start calling it fake. Those people that are being thrown, tripped, or pushed are going with it or jumping with it. Now, I'm sorry to all those practitioners of Aikido out there who are going to tell me that that isn't so. Well, it is so. The human body doesn't move that way, okay? When you throw someone, it doesn't look like that, right? It's sloppy, it's brutal, and they don't always land exactly the way you want them to land. In fact, they may land completely different the way you want them to land. All right? And You can argue, well, if you take a lifetime to master this throw, you'll get that to land perfect every time. No, no, no. There are a ton of variables that you cannot account for. Okay? You just can't. Right? If you go up against someone who doesn't know anything about martial arts and you go to throw them, they may try to go against the throw. So therefore, they'll land in a completely awkward position. And if you think that that person who lands in that completely awkward situation, you start to, it screws you up. It takes away your momentum. If that's what you're relying on. If you're relying on them landing a certain way every time, it's going to mess up your next move because you've already planned your next move, right? And there's nothing wrong with planning your next move. There isn't. But maybe you should try just, my philosophy is I take what's given to me, right? Whenever I was, wrestling or grappling and sparring with people, I didn't have a plan. I didn't go, okay, I'm going to go for the double leg, pick him up, swing him around, slam on his back, pin him, I win, I go home. Okay? Would have been nice. Would have been very nice. But what happens is, as I go for the double leg, all right? So I'm shooting for the double leg. That's my first thought. And then what goes around comes to my mind is, if he flanges and kicks his legs out, I weigh my options then. If I get it, then I will try to pass his legs and go for a pin. But I didn't have a solid plan, because you really shouldn't. You shouldn't have a solid plan when you're going into these type of situations. You can have a plan. There's nothing wrong with having a little plan. Like, say if you're in jiu-jitsu where a lot of, well, this is my experience. If I'm wrong, please say so. But when I took my boys to jiu-jitsu tournaments, there was a lot of laying and praying going on. So that's sometimes a plan. They'll get them down and then just lay right there. And because if they get control for so long, they got an additional point. So you can have some plans, but you shouldn't have a solid plan. You should just kind of go with the flow. Now, Aikido states that they do that they go with the flow, and but again, I don't see it, because whenever the demonstrations I see, it's always people just being hurled high in the air or being tripped so badly they slam pretty hard. But how they hit the ground is, they're going down with the move. Like, if they're getting clotheslined in Aikido, that person isn't trying to resist it. As soon as he feels it on his chest, he sweeps his legs out, because his legs go way up in the air. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. I'm not saying the moves don't work, because they can probably get those moves done to people. I'm just saying they won't look that fluent and that pretty. Right? I do believe Aikido is a legitimate martial art. I do believe that it is a great martial art for what it is. And what I mean by that is, it's a great disciplinary art. It'll promote discipline, self-control. It's a great spiritual martial art. It is also a great way to get in shape. But is it as effective, say, in MMA? No. Is it effective in a street fight? I don't think so. I mean, they don't even have competitions among themselves. Like, they don't enter competitions. They don't believe in it. As far as I know, like I said, this is based upon people I've trained with and what they've told me. So, should you take Aikido? Well, that depends on what you're taking the martial art for. If you're taking a martial art because you're trying to get into the MMA circuit or racket or whatever you want to call it, like UFC or whatever, no, you shouldn't. Should you take it because you want to learn self-defense? No, there are better ones out there. But should you take it because you feel that you lack a certain form of discipline and control, and you kind of like the spirituality of martial arts and the tradition of this martial art? Yes, you should. It is rich in history. It is rich in formality, and there is nothing wrong with that. If that's what you wish to study a martial art for, that's a perfect one to do. Like, It is great that way, and I don't have anything against it for what it is. But I would not recommend it if you're doing it to learn to defend yourself in a street fight. That's just not something I would recommend. To learn to defend yourself in a street fight, you might want to take something, more like kickboxing, Muay Thai, Wing Chun Kung Fu, boxing. Believe it or not, boxing can certainly help you quite a great deal in a street fight. But I don't even think, say Sambo or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu alone is great to learn just for a street fight. And the reason why I don't think that is because you pull somebody into your guard in a street fight and they have two friends and they start kicking you in the face while you're on the ground, So, I don't think there's a perfect martial art, first of all. So that's another thing I wanted to get out there. I think a martial art is only as good as the student and the teacher. But again, back to Aikido. Should you study Aikido? Again, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a spiritual martial art, it is a wonderful spiritual martial art. It takes years of discipline to master those throws and takedowns and techniques. And if you have the patience and the will and the drive, that style is for you. And bugger. Let's see what this is. It is my wife. So I'm going to answer. Hold on. Hello. Hi. I'm doing my show. What you doing? That's okay. You're on with me right now. Don't worry. You're not on speakerphone though. Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. So anyway. Okay. What time? All right. Well. You mean today or tomorrow? If she wants to, well, yeah. Well, but I mean, she may not be able to because I might be at the doctor's appointment tomorrow if she gets here. Yeah, I told you today at 3. No, today at 3. It's okay. Yeah, okay. Love you. All right, bye bye. So, that's how you know I do this only in one take. My wife let me know that my ex, Eleanor's mother, has come by for some muffins for the girls, which is nice of them. So you heard my take of Aikido. Is it a real martial art? Yes. Does it have a rich history? Yes. Is it a great spiritual martial art? Yes. Is it a great disciplining martial art? Yes. Does the moves take a lifetime to master and learn? Yes. Is it great for modern day combat? No. I don't believe so. So, on the phone with my wife, I was explaining to her that I have a doctor's appointment today. I haven't been going to the gym for the last few days. And the reason is my right ankle is always swelling up on me and sore. But there's another reason. My left leg is very discolored, and the back of my calf seemed to have popped open a couple days ago, and it's consistently draining clear fluid. And so I am going to see my doctor today to find out what's going on, because I'm pretty sure that's not normal. Tomorrow I'll show you my leg and tell you what the doctor says, but not today. No, I don't want to do it today. But that's about it. My vacation days are coming to an end soon. Next Monday I go back on the 23rd. Am I looking forward to going back to work? I kind of am. I enjoy my job. Am I enjoying my vacation though? Oh yes, very much so. I am loving my time with my girls. I'm working on my personal projects, and I'm getting to make daily vlogs and getting good positive feedback from a lot of you out there. You know, a lot of you are being very polite to me, um, very generous with your feedback. Most of it's positive, and I'm grateful for that. So, well, tomorrow will be an update of what the doctor says. I'll let you know what's going on. So until tomorrow, remember, you can do it and you're worth it. Take care.